Hi, welcome back. We're here with Jennifer Moss-Logan from the Denver Museum of Nature and Science. Hi, welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
So there's a new exhibit at the museum. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yes, so Vikings Beyond the Legend just opened at Denver Museum of Nature and Science on Friday, and it's an amazing exhibition. This exhibit really breaks open the myths that we all have about the stereotypical bearded barbarian and goes way beyond that. So in the exhibition, our visitors will not only meet the bearded barbarian, so to speak, but they'll also be able to explore what it was like themselves to go on a Viking, to lift up one of the heavy swords, to build the boat, for example, and many other aspects of Norse folks' life. They'll be able to dig into the belief systems and explore around Thor and Freya and the gods, and look at the myths and hear about the myths. And they'll also be able to imagine that they themselves have stepped back in time and that they are also Norse people. Try on the clothing, think about the clothing, the jewelry that they had. So it really is a full look at this incredible, multi-aspect culture.
You mentioned the myths. What are some of the common myths?
So, for example, so do you mean the myths that people have in their minds or the myths of the Norse
common
gods?
misconceptions.
Oh, yes. So one of the things when we think about those horns that they had on their helmets. That is completely false.
Oh, they don't have horns on their helmets?
No horns. But when you...
I gotta be honest, I'm a little disappointed.
I swear, like, comics are drawn that way. And
I always like the horns.
But the horns, when you leave them behind, what you're left with is the most incredible other stuff. You've got axes and shields and swords and helmets and helms, and there is so much going on there that you wouldn't miss the horns in the slightest, I promise you. Unless you were going to have a drink out of them. That's pretty fun. It's a nice big horn for drinking out of.
I was just curious, like, how much do those swords weigh? Because they're pretty beefy looking.
They are, and frankly, the Norse people who went to Viking were pretty beefy looking too, quite often. So they were really handling a lot of weapons. There's one in the exhibition that visitors can try picking up, and it is pretty heavy. It's heavy and long, but it's interesting. Not only did they use the swords, but they also used axes, because axes had a lot of different uses to them. So good for hooking shields and that kind of thing. So.
I have to ask, you said went to Viking.
Yes.
You didn't say the Vikings, you said went to Viking.
Oh, right. Like it's a location rather than...
Right. Well, it's kind of like going a hiking, but you go a Viking. So a Viking is what you do when you go out to raid or trade in far lands. And then you come home and you're a Norse person, or you're from the Svea, or you're Dane, or any number of different groups that were there at the time.
So it's more of like a role, or in a sense like an occupation, rather than like a person is a Viking.
It's kind of like an adventure.
Oh, okay.
So we actually have some of our Vikings here. One of the other things that visitors will do when they're in the exhibition is they'll have a chance to meet some folks who are the Norse people from the Viking time. And we have a couple of them who have joined us here today.
Time traveled. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Hello.
How are you?
So could you guys introduce yourselves?
Sure, I will introduce myself. I am Gudmund the Red. I am a trader along the Volga River.
Hi, Gudmund. I'm Becca.
Nice to
I
meet
teach
you,
math.
Becca.
So what do you primarily trade?
I will trade wood, also the honey, wool, and the ivory of the seal. And in return, I will get silver, I will get glass, I will get silk.
Sounds like a pretty good trade.
Okay, and what's your name? What's your name?
I'm Odin Qarth, Björnsson, Jarl of the Svea.
Okay, and what do you do?
I'm a Jarl.
What
you
is
don't know
that?
what that, yeah.
Of course,
Jarl.
Okay.
Earl, do you know this word?
No.
Duke.
My lord.
Oh, you're
yes,
Earl.
yes.
Okay,
That is what I
so
am.
you don't do anything, you just have money.
Oh, no, I do. I do many things. My life to be Jarl is to lead, to govern,
Okay.
to be judge in court, to control the army, to protect my lands and my people, to make decisions on the law. This is my life. That is what I do.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Sounds like you have a lot of different responsibilities then.
Yes, I am responsible for nearly 1,000 acres, several hundred people that live on those acres. And of course, not only that, but my allegiance is to other people, to traders such as Gudmund, but also other jarls. If they have need and call upon me, I am obligated to them. And the same is true in reverse. If I have need of them, I will send them a message, and they will had better come to me. That's what I say, had better come.
So I'm curious then, how do you get your position? Are you born into it, promoted into it, or?
I was born, my father was Jarl, and his father was Jarl, and his father, and so on and so forth. Now, I was not supposed to be Jarl because I was second born. My elder brother was to be Jarl. And he was, as my father was old, attempting to be Jarl, and it did not go well for him. Alas, he mysteriously died. And so I became Jarl.
Interesting.
instead. Yes.
Oh no.
He only drowned, right?
Yes, we found him drowned in the lake. It was most unfortunate.
Who found him? Did you find him?
Some serving girl.
Oh,
I
okay.
wasn't even there at the time.
Oh, okay.
Convenient.
Okay.
That is.
So what is your village like? What is it like where you're from?
On my land?
Yeah.
Well, and Gudmund, this is similar, although he spends many months away, but we live in the hall, Uluf's hall. It is a large building, I would
Like a
say.
long house.
But mine is larger than most.
Yes.
And so, I'd say 100 or so meters from one end to the other. Most people live in long houses that are around 35, 40 meters, I would say. And then that is surrounded by your fields. Fields you have for growing your barley or your wheat, but also fields you have for making hay, pasture for your animals.
Grazing your animals.
All these things. And you live near the water. I live by the Lake Maren, but some people live by rivers or the sea. You must be near the water.
Okay.
So is it Gudmund?
I am Gudmund. Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me, since you travel a lot, like
Yes.
what was your greatest adventure that you've been on?
Oh, well, I will tell you. When I was a young man, 17 seasons, I went with my brother Rurik to the Rusk, the steppes. And we had been raiding there for some years. And they asked, would you please stop doing this and protect us instead? So they offered to make my brother Rurik the prince. And he said, oh, this sounds good. He will get all the riches and we will just protect them from the Northmen. So we did this, but soon moss began to grow on my feet. And I said, no, I must Viking. So I took my boat down the Volga River, all the way to the Caspian Sea. Then we ported our way down through the fields of poppies. You have never seen such a beautiful thing as a field covered in poppies. And I walked in, my men came with me, and we came to a city called Samarkand. It is a great trading area. And we thought we would raid, but that did not work out well for us. We were pushed back, then we tried again, and we were pushed back. And so I said, there is a way to get this treasure. And I will start to trade with them. And I met a man very much like myself. His name was Bwakbaji. And we struck up a deal. And I started to trade with him. He gave me this ring right here. That is one of my prized possessions. He has a caravanserai where you can stay, and it was so different and so beautiful. I go back quite often.
This is strange to me, Gudmund, that you do this.
I know.
You say fields of poppies. I say I want no fields except for those where I grow my barley.
I understand, but
And
you
that is
you need to travel
You
some.
and one out of every 100 goes as you do.
Yes. Well, that was
So do
an
you get to
adventure.
go on adventures?
I can if I choose, but why would I need to leave?
That's true.
You have everything that you need.
You have everything.
Well, but it is more than having everything that I need. It is keeping everything that I need.
This
If
is
I
true.
leave my land and there is no one there to defend it, it will not be mine when I come back.
Of course.
I must have children so that they can take my place when I am gone. And you do not grow from one season to the next. You must store food for the hard times. You must tend to your livestock. You must be a figurehead for your people. If you are Jarl, you must work your land. If you are a farmer, the wide world has many wonderful things it can offer you,
Indeed.
but There is
Not
no
everyone
place.
gets to go Viking all the time.
There is no place like your
Oh.
home.
So when you go out Viking,
Yes.
I'm saying that right?
A Viking, yeah.
What kind of weapons do you carry? I see you.
Well,
have
I
an
carry
axe.
my axe. I am no longer a warrior. I have a great nephew. His name is Einar. He does the warring for me. He is Einar, the shield breaker.
Yeah.
He breaks his own shield mostly, but that's another thing, you know. But they will use sword. You usually carry your
I
sword,
carry a sword,
for
yes.
ornamental purposes now that you are no longer.
Now that I no longer fight, but I
Or-
carry my family sword. I
To
have
cut
it
the
not
barley,
here.
perhaps. To cut the barley,
We
perhaps.
No,
will
you use scythe
scythe
for that.
Oh, okay.
And my sword I would not unsheath for anything except for battle. Because unlike many swords that are forged for warriors, as Jarl we have forged for our swords imbibed with magic. And so such a blade I would not on anything but my enemies.
But I will have my axe with me for many reasons. Protection. Also, it is a tool, just like any other tool.
That was fun. What do you eat? What's your
Food.
favorite type of food?
Oh, what is your favorite type of food?
I like fine meat stew.
Huh?
Stews we will have often. It is my wife's favorite thing to
I
cook.
like the seafood.
Red fish.
Fish
That's
is
what I
good.
would have guessed, actually. I would have
like
guessed
fish.
that.
Yes.
Wow.
So speaking of fish,
Fish.
I heard you have an interesting game.
Yes.
In your,
yes, Jams Vikinger.
Yams,
Don't,
Viking.
would you like to play?
Who will play?
who is to play?
Who is to
Sam
play?
is really waiting over here.
You'll play?
Oh, absolutely.
You will
Well,
play.
since we will go, we will match by size. I
Yes,
think
you always
should-
match by
yes,
size. So
yes.
you sit
I will
this one
take
out.
your helmet. I will hold your shield.
Let me get this here.
And I will root for what is the person who's fighting the Jarl. Put that on
Back
there.
on your.
Sam?
There you go.
You are
Sam?
Yeah.
I'm Sam.
You are
Sam Hiam.
Odinkarr. It's
All
good,
right.
it's
So
good
we
to
will
meet
put
you.
this here. It is to meet you as well. All right. So this here. Now we will not.
We're tethered here, so we gotta be
that is
careful.
all right. Shall not play it the way we normally do. Come around.
Okay,
This way.
yeah.
Come around this way. Normally in this you would have a dead fish, but we just filled it with a bit of flax.
No dead fish in
okay.
this one.
No,
I appreciate that.
You don't want to get hit with a dead
for-
fish
just
if you're
for the smell.
unprepared.
Yeah,
Yeah,
appreciate
for
it.
the smell as well. Now this is how the game goes. You must keep one hand on this at all times.
Okay.
Yeah?
On the cushion or just somewhere on the
Anywhere on this, you must
enough.
keep one hand,
Okay.
and you must keep your eyes closed.
Okay.
Now don't impugn your honor, because
I-
victory without honor is actually defeat. You know this. You
Odinkarr, I would
must
never.
Keep your eyes
I
closed.
would never.
All right.
Do I get the whole length here?
So we must make sure that we are even, no matter what we do.
Okay.
Which
How would you like
long?
it?
I
You're the
normally do.
expert.
I normally do about this long.
Okay.
All right.
Does that seem fair?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So
And then is there any kind of technique with the
no. So this is how it goes.
Okay.
Hands down.
Okay.
Eyes closed.
Eyes are closed.
I'll go first, and I'll ask you a question. You can open your eyes right now.
Okay.
And I'll ask you a question. And I'll say, "May I hit you with my fish?"
And I have
you
to
can
say-
say yes, no. You can say whatever you like.
Okay.
You can say you smell like a goat. You can say whatever you like.
Uh-huh.
But I must hit you with my fish. All right.
Okay, whatever I say.
Eyes closed. Yes. And then you shall go.
Okay.
And you will say, "Can I hit you with my?"
And
fish?"
I can duck
then
out of
I'll
the
say
way
something.
here
Yes,
and-
you try to duck, but you must. If you take your hand off, you are penalized. Now we.
And you
will
guys are
be
gonna
judges?
gonna
Okay,
judge
we'll
us.
watch.
We'll
Yes,
judge.
Yeah.
keep the hand on.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Would you like to go first?
Yes, so I will say first for three.
First to
to
three.
hits.
Perfect.
All right.
Okay.
I'll go first. Eyes closed.
Okay.
All right. May I hit you with my fish?
Yes.
Oh! Come on, Sam, you can do this.
Okay.
1-0.
Oh, Odinkarr.
Ooh.
Odinkarr. May I hit you with my fish?
Yes.
Okay.
It is to me.
Oh.
May I hit you with my fish?
Yes.
Woohoo.
May I hit you with my fish?
Yes.
Okay.
May I hit you with my fish?
Oh, yes.
Oh, nice
Very
technique.
Matrix here.
Yeah,
nice technique.
that's exactly what I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
May I hit you with my fish?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
In the
So it's
knee.
1-1.
One,
It is
one.
1-1.
Okay.
Come, Sam.
May I hit you with my fish?
Yes.
Oh, he ducked into it.
May I hit you with my fish?
Yes.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you enjoy
Fair
it?
enough, yeah,
it
yeah,
sounds like
yeah,
you're
yeah.
having a wonderful time.
I think that is definitely the word.
May I hit you with my fish?
Yes.
Oh,
Did I strike his
no,
arm?
no, you
I don't know
did
if-
not.
With
No.
the string.
The
I
string
think.
doesn't count if the string
No.
hits me?
No, no.
All right, fair enough. May I hit you with my fish?
Yes. Oh!
It is 2-2.
Right on the hand.
Two to two.
Now we shall decide.
boy.
Okay.
May I hit you with my fish?
Yes.
Oh, nice!
Yeah.
Okay. May I hit you with my fish?
Yes.
The underdog.
Oh, well
is
done.
Odinkarr, I feel like you went. I feel like you
Yeah,
went
so
easy on me.
Embrace me, my friend.
That was
Yes, well
wonderful.
done. Well
That's
done.
the best game of May I hit you with my fish. I've
That
ever
means
played.
you have strong warrior instincts there.
Oh, that's great news. Take me back in time with you, please.
Yes, indeed.
Awesome. That was so much fun, you guys. All right.
Thank you.
I really want
It's time to say goodbye.
I think it is
I heard.
actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
I will show you, we will make a greeting. You will grab my arm, I will
Oh,
grab
okay.
yours, and I will say, may Odin's blessings be upon you.
Yes, indeed.
And I will take my fox, I will say goodbye to you as well.
Okay.
Odin's blessings upon you.
Oh, thank you.
My
You
hands are
too.
not as free, but call upon me if you ever have need, my friend.
Thank you for being on the show.
And Tor's blessing on you. Tor's blessing on you, my friend.
Thanks, guys.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Come see us. Come
We
see
will.
us.
Will do. All right, you guys. Well, if you're interested in going to see Gudmund and Odinkarr, you can go to the Denver Museum of Nature and Science and go see their Viking exhibit. Obviously, it's a whole lot of fun, so please check that out.